Woman to woman, if you've ever had a show, that show, I love that show. Hello, hello, Lauren. This is Jess. Now I don't know if you're gonna accept this or come out of a bag on me. You see, it really doesn't matter. How y'all doing? What's going on, Jesse? LaSparkle Covington? Uh-huh. Cheryl Burnett, Itzy, Ambrosia, God before everything. Uh-huh. Child, the streets are alive with the sound of music. So there's a problem going on now on the Breakfast Club. We're all familiar with the Breakfast Club. They're one of the biggest for celebrity news, Black people at least, on the YouTube, right? Or in internet and in radio. There's a problem. Okay, so I'm gonna play a little small taste and we're gonna pick it up from here because this is the topic of conversation for today. They're breaking the internet.
It's going off on live. But we have audio. Okay.
We're supposed to be a team up there. Not one person comes to my defense at all. Like when I'm like not one mother ever with this online. Come on, I've been quiet a lot.
This is just hilarious talking.
Is quiet. It's some other reason. I always got my mouth open all the time. Just ran like a high school. It is Fair East Side High.
I agree with that.
Fair East Side High.
Fair point.
For Mr. Clark though, every day. And
I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit.
You ain't at work yet. I started. I come back. She ain't ever leave. Then all right, cool that she don't leave. But she's on only during my segment. If she was meant to be a fourth host, move her in another way. Corey. Why she got to be moved in on? Because nobody had a problem with Jess with the mess until she started reading right. You know what I mean? Till she started reporting. I wasn't hired as a reporter. I was hired as.
Wait a minute. Okay. So Jess Hilarious is pissed off and she has gone to Instagram. I don't know that she realizes how fast this shit can travel. Was she doing it intentionally to bring attention to this situation at the Breakfast Club? But Jess Hilarious was hired to be the third host, taking Angela Lee's place. This is a couple years back, right? It seemed that she was doing a good job, but then she got pregnant. She got pregnant. As she says, you don't know when that's going to happen. You have to have maternity leave. So she went on leave and she chose this other woman, Lauren LaRosa. I got to look at it because I don't know her last name. LaRosa Lauren. We know her as Lauren, right? So I'm not a regular watcher of the program, so I don't know exactly what's been going on there. But we know that Lauren LaRosa came and took Just Hilarious' place while she was on maternity leave. Apparently, people had a good reaction to Lauren, and they liked her. But according to the show, she was hired as a producer. She is now currently a producer of the show. But since Jess Hilarious could not be there, they let her fill in her segment, correct? Or on her place on the show. Well, this went on for a couple, 2-3 months. And when Jess Hilarious came back, Lauren, who was taking her place, didn't leave. The girl stayed there, and now it was 4 of them. And there was a simmering on the part of Jess Hilarious. She was wondering why this woman, who I'm the one who chose her to take my place, is not leaving. Obviously, you guys like her more than you like me because she reads well. This was what they were giggling about, right? That's kind of where let's see, read a little more.
It's Jess with the mess. So she started reading and delivering details and all that stuff.
Yes.
Then that's when Jess with the mess wasn't good enough no more. That's how it was presented. So I'm like, all right, cool. I feel
who said that though? Because the internet said
what
that?
are we talking about? No. This is our listeners. This is yeah. Why can't we worry about the comments, and these are people that enjoy the show and watch the show. It's not all about Instagram. It's YouTube. It's like we have people that have been watching the show. Yeah, she's great at what she do. That's why I picked her to fill in for me. But when I came back,
okay. So the Breakfast Club has become aware of this rant she had on Instagram, and they are confronting her on today's show. So I would recommend that there are 2 videos that Breakfast Club made today when you see this whole thing play out. Right? They're taking it right directly to her. So there's a meltdown on this show today. They're actually yelling.
It's like, what's going on? If she's gonna be a 4th voice, why she only gotta be a 4th voice?
Well, correct me if I'm
my
wrong.
segment.
She wasn't a 4th voice. She was a producer. She was hired as a news producer to help with getting all news and doing interviews.
She was going to be the senior news producer.
She wasn't on there. When you came back, Lauren was not on there. She was in the back doing questions, sending interview questions, reporting the news. Am I lying?
I thought
Yeah,
you was.
She was on air.
They told her don't step in this room.
Yes, but I thought you was using her on purpose.
What? You thought I was using Lauren on purpose?
Yes.
No. What are we talking about? No. She didn't leave when I came back. The first day we had a whole situation. Like, all right, look, this was gonna happen, and when it's time for us to roll, it changed. No, the first question was about the only person who asked me about my baby maternity leave was Envy.
Okay. Now you're doing a little too much here, Miss Jess. Miss Jess Hilarious, she's offended by Lauren. She said the reason why she didn't like her initially when she came back was because she didn't ask her about her baby. She asked a question about the show or comments about the show, correct? Being professional, that's their relationship, is the show, correct? But you can't tell people what to think or what to say. Or, you're offended by, but she didn't ask you a certain question a certain way and all that kind of bullshit. Stop it. You stop. Why you always gotta be on TV? So that's kind of silly to me. And she went on, and they're playing it all back on the Breakfast Club. I'm just trying to keep you guys, getting my critique on this thing.
She addressed the hate in the comments. That was the first thing she addressed when I came back. I'm like, what the hell would make her want to think I want to talk about that?
Y'all talk off air, though, right?
So yeah. We started talking off air. We started to.
But I'm saying even prior to you even coming back.
So then I felt uncomfortable that first day. So I'm like, all right, look. Thea was like, all right. Well, we'll just take her off air. She was back the next week. All right, cool. Because there was a voice. Y'all wanted her on air. There was a voice. They wanted her there. They wanted her here.
Okay. Here's the thing, Just Hilarious. Here's my thing with you. This is so unprofessional. You guys could have had this conversation over the phone. You could have did 3-way on the phone. You could have had a meeting. Apparently, you did have a meeting. You didn't bring any of this stuff up. Why does it have to be played out publicly like this? This is so unprofessional. So now your whole audience are going to be constantly critiquing the relationship between you and this woman, Lauren. They're going to say, oh, she doesn't want her to be there. They have resentment, right? There was an old expression that only one queen per house, honey, or one queen per castle, I believe, right? That these women have a hard time sometimes getting along. But we see newscasters do it. People in radio do it. People know how to be professional. This was unprofessional, just hilarious. Now, I'm not going to jump on you because your feelings is hurt or whatever, right? You went away, right? They hired someone else to fill the spot. People liked and responded to the person. The person was more professional because they were a journalist and they had worked tirelessly in that profession. Correct? She was a pretty girl. I don't think looks have anything to do with it, right? But now you are feeling insecure because you feeling like, as far as I can tell, they're trying to get rid of you, right? They are bringing her in. They prefer her over you, right? I don't know if you're just naturally competitive. Apparently there was some dude, a comedian, I think. His name was Corey Holcomb. Corey Holcomb went on and said, you have no talent. You the bum, and the other girl got talent. I don't know how they define talent really, but you got so offended by what this man has said who don't like you. How do you think your enemies are saying? It doesn't make no difference if you cured cancer, girl. Your enemies are your enemies. Why even look at them? If you're on a show, and I imagine you're making over $100,000 on this show, even though you say, I don't need this show. I don't need, well, girl, it's a whole different thing. You have a job, a steady paycheck, girl, as opposed to going out on the road. Maybe you make more money on the road, but you're not on the road every day. Correct? So it is an important role. And you even admit that you've wanted this job forever. You said you grew up on the Breakfast Club, right? It was a significant thing. And you felt betrayed. And you felt like DJ Envy and Charlamagne should have come to your defense, but they can't do that. Not when you're dealing with social media, honey. There's people gonna always hate your ass. Don't listen to them. Everybody telling you, don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. Since your value was that you were an internet personality, girl, you understand how this damn thing works, right? Anyway, so the other girl is, I guess, I don't know. Let me get some more, honey. I don't know how the other girl, because this is gonna make her feel pretty bad too, right? You're in here talking all this shit about me, but I'm sitting there listening to you. You're the one said I had a job.
All right, cool.
But
if
you,
it's a
but
place
you,
for her
but
on
you
the
wanted
show,
her, you wanted her
let's
head
do
too,
it
though.
another way. Yeah.
Because you said you wanted to change the segment from Just with the Mess to the Lauren.
That was eventually,
Okay.
even when it came down to it still being called Just with the Mess, and then I'm introducing her to introduce stories. That was pointless and it was stupid. It's no Just with the Mess. Just make it Brown Girl Grinding or Lauren with the latest or Lauren's Legal Corner. I'm giving ideas. I'm like, yo. I even with the Taylor, yo, change that. Take that Just with the Mess off of that. I feel like I'm getting credit for something I'm not doing, and it's stupid because this is not what she does. Is not Just with the Mess. I read headlines and I give commentary. I say what people thinking.
I agree. Could I ask
you
a
know
question?
What I'm saying? Yeah, she's more of a reporter. She's journalism.
Can I ask a question?
What?
Why didn't you wear the do-rag this morning?
Because
why you joke so much, man?
What you mean?
It's not a do-rag. It's a silk scarf, but it's not. It's not a joke. I'm serious.
If you gonna bring it to the radio, I want to laugh.
It's not a joke.
Okay, so they all take offense at Charlamagne making light of this situation. Jess is in tears, apparently, trying to express all this. I think she's inappropriate. This is a business meeting, right? You're meeting in the office, honey, and figure it out. When you come on professionally, honey. I'm sure that many of these goddamn newscasters and stuff do not like each other. But when they're on. How can an actress participate in the movie if they're going to let their personal feelings interfere with their professionalism? Right? We can see that. Elaine, maybe she's postpartum. Well, that's been suggested as well. Because, I mean, she's postpartum. They have the thing, postpartum depression. I don't understand it completely. But I guess after being pregnant and after giving birth, honey, that's a segment that is over, right? And there's some kind of depression that follows a pregnancy, from what I understand, right? But she has an attitude. So how's this girl going to function now? She's a producer of the show. You've already expressed that you don't like, and you went off on the Breakfast Club as well, honey. You said they ran it like a high school production or something. Right? So you didn't like that as well, but you said you wanted to be a part of the show. If you're going to be a team player, girl, keep your dirty laundry in the house. Everybody has dirty laundry, honey. Those are your co-workers, right? At least to us, you should all be getting along and liking each other, girl. You know, you unsung that woman and told her to shut up several times. That clip is circulating. You don't tell that grown. She said on here, I'm a grown ass woman. How you gonna tell me shush, shut up? Because Jess is accusing her of over talking her. Why? Because Jess feels like they're in competition. The woman she's in conversation. You define that as competition, and she's just hilarious. Says, I'm not gonna fight for the mic. I'm not gonna fight. I don't see that woman as fighting you, girl. Right? You're simply talking. You're getting to know each other. Correct? I'm sure that DJ Envy feels like Charlamagne cuts him off. Whatever, honey. It's conversation. What y'all think? Y'all got some good comments in here. Hold on a minute. Let me back up a little taste. Let me back up a little small taste. Jesse says, get rid of Jessa Hilarious. She adds nothing. That's going to get to her. See, she reads this shit. because she comes from social media. That's what got her going, honey. Is this other dude, Corey Holcomb. Good to see you, Torrey in New York City. The whole show has been lame for some time now, says Reggie. It's been lame. I haven't watched it. I mean, I don't know why. I'm just not all that much into the entertainment. They cover mostly entertainment and current events. I mean, they are, as far as our communities, number one, as far as the radio and internet, covering the world of hip hop. And, you know, current events. Just knew what she was doing. She has 6 million followers. Didn't take long, did it? Okay. Just ain't funny and don't add to the conversation. Girl, you just got outperformed. Okay. So some of y'all have the opinion that she doesn't add anything to the. I think she did. The little banter between her and Charlamagne or whatever. But her job is generally, she's a comedian. She usually just go on stage and by herself and make and say funny shit, right? This other girl comes in, and I guess a lot of people feel like she was more professional. I guess reading well is significant. Everybody doesn't read well. I'm a terrible reader, and I'm a writer. I done wrote 10 books. And I don't read publicly well, honey, because I have a thing called dyslexia. If she has a mild form of dyslexia, she's never going to read as well because she's always struggling to stay on the page or on the line where she's reading. The mind, the eyes go frontwards. Some people go backwards. Whatever, honey. It's an entertainment show. I don't think they're critiquing Charlamagne like that, but he don't read all that well either. Hold on a minute, okay. St. James says, snooze, you lose. Business is business. So, Jesse, you think they're trying to St. James, you think they're trying to get rid of her? Or they just got to find their footing again because she'd been gone for a while and they had gotten used to the other girl and they didn't want her to go away. Plus, she was a producer of the show. She is an attractive woman. She is an amusing person, right? So it's just a dilemma. They got to figure it out. Or how can we expand the show? But are women going to get along? I mean, I don't know. I've heard forever, one queen per castle. Jess knew what she knew what she was doing. Jessie is making a valid point. She's not quick enough to be on the Breakfast Club. She wasn't good before or after. Jesus Christ. She really wanted that job, though. Angela Yee's job. This ain't gonna help your situation. Now they probably gonna be trying to figure out what shall we do? What shall we do? Oh, tell me what shall we do? Oh, tell me what shall we do on our show? The Wiz, baby. Don't play with me. St. James on per. What that mean? People still listen to the Breakfast Club. Yeah, I guess they still have a big audience. Maybe they felt like this girl was an improvement on the show. If she's a producer, though, I don't understand her role completely. But this is not going to help the situation, Jess, since you're so disgruntled and you're so unhappy and you're saying these mean things about not only her, but the show. You call them kindergartners, right? Are they going to be forced into making a move, making a choice? You don't do that. It's just, I just think the whole thing is unprofessional. Let's hear a little more because this conversation heats up.
Nah, but it's a serious issue about it.
It is a serious issue.
Okay, let me just sit back and watch then, because I'm not Joe Clark.
Because it's not.
I am actually. Give me my baseball bat.
Now it's now Envy. That's what I'm saying. No, nobody has even tried to clean up the narrative that I'm a villain. Man,
You're not a villain. Who said you a villain?
What, yo, stop acting like you don't live in them comments too, Charlotte. Stop acting like you don't understand.
What do I always tell you? I say stop listening to the internet. Stop listening to the comments. Stop listening to the folks on YouTube. Don't let them trick you out your position. What you did last night is what they want you to do, and you can't let the internet win.
No, but look, it's not even about what they want me to do. I did last night what I wanted to do, what I felt like I should have been did. I've been asking questions.
The internet loves mess. And one of the easiest ways to create mess is to pit people against each other, especially two women. And I don't.
This reminds me of the situation with what was that other show with who were they? God damn it. What was that other show? Oh, shit. It had Funky Dineva and I don't forgot the name. It's been gone so long now. Funky Dineva and the woman and the light-skinned boy. Tell me the name of the show, people. This is similar to what happened, and we know what happened with that. TGIF. Y'all so sweet. Thank you, Itzy. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Okay. They had a similar situation. They brought and they washed all their dirty laundry. They presented it to everybody, right? And what happened with that show was they brought somebody else in. There's a person that came in, I think was Armand Wiggins, correct? Armand Wiggins made comments that were not agreeable to the other one. I can call people light-skinned boy. I'm going to offend people. Whatever his name was. Al Reynolds. See, it comes back. Al Reynolds, he got offended. Next thing you know, they fighting all online. We all talked about it. And what was it? A month later, the show was gone. They are still off the air. Canceled the whole damn show. It feels like that. So be careful. Breakfast Club, y'all all making a good living, honey.
I don't dwell in that. And y'all know that.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing. You let the internet dictate what's going on. We've had conversations, and this is the thing. This is why I thought it was corny, and it's just me personally.
Corny.
I thought it was corny because we have conversations up here. We just have a meeting. If you had an issue, a problem, a situation, or something that you felt, why you ain't bring it to the team? When you came back, Jess, I pulled you to the side. I said, Jess, if you feel uncomfortable, if you don't want Lauren in the room, this is your show. We can make that change whenever you want. Did I not say that to you?
Yeah, you did. It is not about wanting her in the room, yo. It's about the segment. Like it was like y'all,
have that
y'all wanted her.
Air. If you had a problem, say it to us. We had a meeting
conversations
yesterday.
Off air. What
not
is we
like
talking
that.
about?
Not like nobody having my back, because we have your back. As far as the Corey Holcomb thing, y'all been beefing for 11 years.
I'm not worried about it's not even about
you. Worried about And you worried about what people say after.
I'm worried about the perception and my reputation up here on the show.
They've been itching on me for 15 years. They've been itching on
Charlamagne
for 15 years.
That's on you. And the things that people itch on me for is on me.
I don't let it affect me because I know who I am as a person. I don't give a F what them people say in the comments. I know who I am.
Watch,
I know what I do. If you let them people get in the comments and F with you, you're great at what you do.
Everybody simmer down.
Like you are dope.
She's very dope.
If you let them people piss you off, no, F them niggas. You nice. Like what you do is funny.
I tell her that all the time.
You brought that energy that we needed to the Breakfast Club. Yeah. And you let a bitch ass person in the comments say something to stand you up. I tell F them niggas.
Ooh. We don't even know who these people are.
They could be bots and all that. But, and we doing it on air when we could have did it behind the scenes.
Exactly.
Like I F with you the long way, not on some internet-ish. And to hear that through there, this
sounds very light-skinned. But let's go to the phones.
They're gonna get on Charlamagne about all these jokes.
Everybody woosah.
I'm going to get a sparkling water.
I got my candles lit. I got my candles lit. If you need me to light sage, I'll light sage.
Thank you, Corey.
Just want to fight. NVB in Bay
Corey in New York City.
It's the Breakfast Club. Check out video of the full show on Tubi. Free. Classic interviews and.
Okay, so he's announcing that I didn't know they have a show on Tubi, but they have a show on Tubi. Hold a minute. So after they did the Breakfast Club, after they did that blowout, I believe they had another one where they asked questions and it got out of control again. I can't find it now. God dog it. Videos. Callers voice their opinions on Jess Hilarious and Lauren LaRosa. Charlamagne was saying, go ahead and play into it. Have a beef.
We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa's here as well. Charlamagne Usually that's donkey of the day.
I didn't prepare it. There was too much going on this morning. You know what I mean? Because of a young lady named Jessica Robin Moore, okay? And you need to answer the phone for your mama, too.
No, yo.
Yes.
I call her later.
Yes. Okay? But, you know, we just having some family discussions up here on the radio this morning. That's all.
Yep, we're taking your
Family discussions take place off camera.
That's all it is. I'm not, you know what? Let me shut up.
Hello, who's this?
What's going on, B-Dog?
What's up?
Okay.
Talk to us.
Okay, I don't hear all that.
Be the fourth host or whatever. Yo, let's bring her in on. Let's create her own segment. Let's legitimately do it. Let's officiate it. You feel me? Like, why is it only when I gotta talk or when I, you know, on my segment and things like that? You know, it could have been done a whole nother way. It could have been brought to me while I was even on maternity leave that we wanted to bring her in permanently to be on the show and not just a producer.
I don't think we even came to that conclusion yet.
She wasn't supposed to be the fourth host. She was supposed to be a
from
producer.
the time y'all auditioned. Jess was going to be the host. Lauren was going to be the senior news producer.
Yes,
that was always the plan. You know, when you came back from maternity leave and Lauren was here as the senior news producer, when you started to bring her in to do some of the litigious stuff.
Yeah, the court things. Yes,
I thought the segment was just evolving naturally. Like, I thought y'all were having those conversations. Y'all was putting that together. I didn't know it was an issue.
But in real time, are you realizing that, like, there not possibly, but there should have been some more guidelines laid out, like structured stuff?
Yeah, once everybody figured out exactly what it is they want.
I feel sorry for Lauren.
Yeah, but I think even if, like...
And I think also they had another person on there. Didn't they have another woman doing the internet by Skype or whatever it is? There's been another woman on there doing the actual news. And they've been getting along fine, but apparently Ms. Jess cannot handle this woman being in the room when she's in the room. She feels like the woman talks over her. I don't see that woman is talking over you. Just hilarious. You want to be the star. When you came in, they came in, made you all glamorous, girl. They put you in a throne and put a crown on your head and all that. And you feel like you were losing some of that, honey. And maybe they will phase you out. If you're going to be a troublemaker, if you're going to turn into a Monique, honey, now this is serious. If you're going to turn into a Monique where you're bitching and complaining all the time, girl, you could be putting your job in jeopardy. No matter what you say about how you don't care, I'm going to go on the road. Girl, going on the road is a lot of hard work when you have small children at home. You know it. Ain't nothing like that old faithful paycheck. And I don't know how much you guys make, but I think it's when they were having the original controversies, they offered you quite a bit of money. Get it together, girl. Get it together or leave it alone. If you don't want they loving, then gone and gone. Get up off your high horse, girl. Think what you're doing. You living a lie in this merry-go-round. You got me dizzy. Hey, get it, girl. You know we love you. You can't be going by what these comments say, girl. If people don't like you, they don't like your ass, honey. Right? It's always going to be a negative. She knows that. She's been in this business long enough. She's picking out 2 or 3 people and talking about that's what people think. That's what people think. Well, there are millions of people online, honey. How big is your audience? Are you getting $200 or $300? Couple 2 or 300,000 viewers? If you're getting 100,000 viewers, child, you can't go into the comments and pick out the 2 or 3 that don't like you. Now, I know this is the natural thing. People, you can put 3,000 comments up, and the person is going to see whatever the 4 or 5 negative comments are, right? But don't turn this no Donald Trump on us, where you're just full of complaints, honey. This you could have done from home. Now you're going to put your job in jeopardy because you get an attitude with the damn producer, right? How close is she to the actual producers of the show who make decisions? They said, well, you know, every time we turn the TV on now, we're watching the interaction between you and her. Is she quiet now? Can't talk because you told her to shut up, be quiet, all this kind of shit, right? You don't do that to the men. Charlamagne steps all over your goddamn conversation. It don't bother you then, girl. You just talking about woman to woman. You done walked in my house, girl. You the one brought her in, honey. Mm. Lauren is a better fit. She is a journalist and researches, and she asks intelligent questions to the guests. Oh, shit. You said just don't ask intelligent questions? Uh-huh. Right. She's a journalist. Okay, so they like her better. They may be trying to figure out a way to keep you in there, Jess. So they said, well, it's obvious what should happen. People have gotten comfortable with this woman. She brings a lot to the show as far as professionalism. She brings that to the show. You may not, maybe that's what you're feeling, right? But don't be in competition with her. Just be the best you that you can be, honey. Step up your game, right? Be funny. You've changed your name to hilarious. So if your name is hilarious, shouldn't you say something funny? I mean, maybe that should be carved out. Maybe that's the way you should make your segments, or make it funny or something. Do something else, honey, to show them your worth and your value, because they're just looking at it as business people. Mm-hmm. You knew it was going to happen. Hi, Prima Wanda. How you doing? You know what's going to happen. Child, they try to bring people. Although, like I said, Prima Wanda, that other woman, anybody know the other woman's name? The one who comes on the screen and gives the hard news or the current events. She's part of the show as well. But she's not in the room. Then maybe that's what makes the difference. Hi, Nicola Moreland. Mm-hmm. Oh, Justin, you're in here. You're taking down messages again. There has been controversy ever since Jess announced she was hired by the Breakfast Club. There's been controversy. Well, I don't know if you have to be hilarious to be on the radio. I don't think Angela Yee was particularly hilarious, right? And the show still worked. I mean, the numbers still climbed. So they're going to have to work it out, but this was unnecessary. And they need to chastise Jess Hilarious for bringing up this public feud. Now, it could be, I mean, she's a master at this social media stuff, that this was intentional. She didn't know how to bring it to them. They had a meeting yesterday where she had an opportunity. If she had any complaints, she, for whatever reason, did not bring it to the Breakfast Club, to Charlamagne and Envy then, or the producers then. She somehow wanted to do it this way. Hopefully it won't backfire on her like it did with TGIF. TGIF ended up losing their show. Yep, it was Al Reynolds, Funky Dineva, and Claudia Jordan. Okay. Hilarious wasn't in Angela's name. She said she's hilarious, honey. I had stopped seeing her for a while before she got that show, though. I think she closed down her YouTube channel, or sometimes if you don't watch somebody regularly, YouTube will automatically take them down as far as your subscribers. I mean, your subscriptions, and you won't see their stuff anymore. You got to go and make sure that you are current with them. She was very unprofessional. Exactly. That's my thought, honey. And you're exposing that you're very insecure. So now everybody knows that you're an insecure woman, Just Hilarious. That's going to put more pressure on you. Right? Just be you. Don't dream it. Be it. Don't dream it. Be it. Or is it going to be just hilarious? It's all over. Your mission is a failure. Your lifestyle's too extreme. I'm your new commander. You are now my prisoner. We return to Transylvania. I don't think they're going to fire her, but they need to let this die out. They need to let this die out. Now, we saw Envy weather the storm, honey, when they came on and called him all kind of crooks and shit and tied him to real estate scandals and all that kind of stuff. And he had to sit there and take it, right? I'm sure he wasn't in the comments listening to all the negative things people say. God damn. That's part of it, honey. Just got her feelings last night, went live and sabotaged her career. How many? Don't turn into no damn Monique, honey.
Because for me, as the person that
this is the girl, Lauren.
I'm watching all this in real time. I know Jess feels away. I don't know what's happening either. I was also like, okay, what's happening? But I was just going with the flow. But I felt like going with the flow made it kind of like was like when you got a bruise and you keep touching it. So it's like it's hurting more. And then we just not talking about it. But like I didn't know what else to do because we ain't talking about it. And we figuring it out.
And when I realized you didn't know what was going on either, because we had a conversation, that's when I told you, Ario, my anger is misplaced. Like I'm mad at her when I shouldn't be mad at her. Like, and it was made to look like that from the jump. And it was just like,
it looks like that now.
There was no coming back from even when I.
Girl, you don't like them good wigs she wear. Is that girl wear wigs, honey? You know, older women are always gonna be intimidated by young women. A lot of women don't want no young girl. Don't come around my husband, honey. Whenever you see me and my husband, girl, avoid us, right? It could be something as simple as that, honey. She prettier than me. She cuter than me. Oh, they think she cute. Nobody's even thinking about that, girl. It's all in your head, Jess. And maybe it is postpartisan depression. Maybe it is. It's not a new thing, but you need to take responsibility for that and come and apologize. You need to apologize to that woman because that woman ain't did nothing. All she did was come to work. I'm just saying. You made it very uncomfortable for her because now she's over there feeling like she's not wanting to be there. You're going to be looking at her. Oh, I saw her looking at me and all that old bullshit, child. Keep that shit off. Keep it off, honey. Everything is not for the radio or the internet. She feels threatened by that young woman. That's right, Primo. You know you a woman. If I was your woman and you was my man, you'd have no other woman. You'd be weak as a lamb. If I had the strength to walk out that door, my heart would overrule my sense, and I'll call you back for more. If I was your woman. Timothy, what's that got to do with the story? Nothing. Nothing. Just keyed my words, girl. They remind you of songs. And when you struggle with your memory, honey, it's a blessing, honey. You are amazed. I remember that song. Unique, he is hello. Okay, so at the end of yesterday, we spoke about Miss Monique and her little scheme. And I challenge you guys, so be aware, is she going to be announcing a tour soon? And is Tyler Perry going to be once again her commentary? Watch her. But I didn't make it, and she didn't make it into the title or the thumbnail. So people don't realize that primarily most of that video is about the situation with Monique and her renewing her interest in Tyler Perry and how wrong he's done her. Oh, baby, look at what you done for me. You done broke my heart, Tyler, and I got to, hey. Sometimes I want to leave, but then I say, it wouldn't make sense, Lord, anyway. But forgive me, baby, if I do wrong. I haven't been a true man for so long. And let me say, before I forget, that loving you, baby, and I got to, hey, oh, baby, look at what you done for me. Yeah, he's giving you content for the last 20 years, girl. That's what he done for you, honey. And he giving you an Oscar. What was her problem with Tyler? Oh, Tyler Perry was his big offense was that he said she's difficult to work with. You talking about the same damn story for 20 years and you think you're not difficult to work with, girl. You're suing every goddamn body who has anything to do with your ass, right? You're making all the goddamn employees not want to come to work, and right, but you're not hard to work with. Monique, get some help. You're jealous of the remarks that Tyler Perry made. Ain't that somebody else's funeral? That's not your funeral, Miss Monique. Get out the business, girl. Stop trying to use the funeral, Miss Thing. His comment. I thought that's the best I've ever heard him speak, honey. There's a preacher in him. There's a preacher in Tyler Perry. Now, sometimes people say, "Oh, you got to be called by God," and all that. You know, they make it all supernatural and all that kind of stuff. No, sometimes it's simply the gift of gab. So if he can write all his plays and his movies and all the stuff he does, child, that just means he's a talented man, right? And so that came out a bit because he was in a spiritual setting. But that's somebody else's funeral, girl. Why you get your big ass up in there? I got to stop. I'm working on stop saying big ass because a lot of people got big asses, girl. They'll take it personally. It ain't got nothing to do with you. I'm talking about Monique. Mm-hmm. Angie Stone's funeral. May the woman rest in peace. What is she doing now? She's coming back for Tyler Perry. She didn't like his remarks. Or what you can't say that she didn't like his remarks. She thought he was a hypocrite because he didn't give her more money. She's still complaining about the $50,000. Miss Thing, you signed the contract. You took $50,000, girl. It was not their mistake that it became a success. And I don't know how successful Precious was. You know, you making a whole big old thing like you wrote the greatest movie that was ever made, honey. No, girl, you got a little buzz, Miss Thing. Like movies. I mean, we go to movies, we talk about movies for a week, and then it's done. Not with you. See, somebody like my singing. Tasha Haynes says, sing. Let's drive Nikki B crazy. Put him in the mental hospital. I don't know about that because Monique looks smaller than I'm not big no more. Although I have gained, I was so upset this morning. I have regained 4 pounds. Let me see. When I weighed myself a few days ago, it was 206. And now I weigh today is 210. So we got to stop. I've been slipping with the sweets. Very disappointing. I'm still on Ozempic. But it's still a whole lot better than it was. And yes, and Monique, she has lost the weight, honey. We applaud that. If she gives us an opportunity to applaud anything, it'd be great if we saw her in a movie. When she made that movie with that horror movie on Netflix, she barely that was a bit role. She was only on the screen, what, 10 minutes, if even that. And the role was nothing. Just a social worker. That ain't nothing. That's what Mariah Carey played in Precious. But he was just trying to get her in, trying to help her. That was a big disaster. She needs to talk to Sydney. We're not making it. They hate Sydney. Everybody in Hollywood told her, we can't stand on that husband of hers. Don't bring him on the set. How many times you been told that, Monique? You're so hard-headed, girl. Damn, you weak-minded. What you say, Daddy? Oh, hold on. Daddy's talking. Daddy's talking. And he just comes to kiss your ass, your child. Sydney has done more harm than good to you, woman. Yet you insist on having him as your manager. Somebody who's dependent on you for housing, honey. You almost 150, and I'm so proud of myself. Oh, that's nice. You're 150 pounds, Justin. I'll never see that again, honey. The best I could hope for is 200. So I was almost there last week. So that could just be the things that I'll be eating just currently. It goes up and down. It fluctuates, 206, 207 one day, 203 the next day. No, I never got 203. 206 is the lowest, but it stayed that way. So I got to watch it. I got to watch the food. I wanted Ozempic to do all the work. I have to worry about it. Ozempic just makes you just not hungry. Now, I will say that I have almost no appetite as far as meals. I can't eat no whole plate of food. When I go to a restaurant, I got to get it either half of it to go or throw it in the trash. But I snack on bullshit like cheese crackers, and I try to keep it no sugar, but So what is your weight today? It was 210, honey. Went up 4 pounds since the lowest. It could be water weight. Yeah, you see, I drink water all day long. Thanks for reminding me. I mean, it was a busy weekend. We did some stuff. I went out quite a bit. What's going on, Nikki B? You missed all my music, man. But every time I see you, bruh, it make me want to sing. Make me want to holler. Get up, do my thing. Oh, make me want to holler. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, listen, baby. Breakups, setbacks. Who was that? That was Marvin Gaye. Make me want to holler. What a shame. Oh, I missed it. Make me want to holler. I remember that song. I enjoy remembering things though. That's what most people, you can remember stuff, music from your teens, early 20s. That's when people, that's who buy most of the records. Inner city blues, a fave. No, I have a favorite song by Marvin Gaye. You ready for it, Nikki B? Let's see. Distant love, you love her, did it? Ooh, how can you treat my heart so mean and cruel? Didn't you know, sugar, that every moment that I spent with you, I treasure them like it was a long, long lost lonely road. Ooh, distant love. You remember that, Nikki B? Ambrosia. That's right. Can you please scrape your tongue? Ooh, and you're going to do all that singing. What's wrong with my tongue? Oh, that's popsicle, honey. That brown color, I ate a popsicle. Well, I'm glad to see that you're still in my mouth, Justin. Thank you. I need you to be in my mouth telling me about my teeth. You want to check my teeth too? How about I was going to say something real nasty, child. We'll be check. Make sure everything is right, because Justin's watching. He be singing with me. I know he do. Your teeth always perfect, and I'm jealous. Okay, you jealous? Well, they perfect because I take them out at night and put them in the jar, honey. What song? Okay. What song is that? Is it anyway? You don't know Distant Lover? Oh, that's the most beautiful song he ever made to me. What's going on? Tell me what's going on, and I'll tell you what's going on. Ooh, right on, baby. Right on. The ditty, the big old titties. Oh, excuse me. Anyway, people, we want to come over here and talk about this situation going on at the Breakfast Club. Hopefully they can nip it in the butt. These girls can have meetings and figure it out. I imagine that the producers are going to have something to say about what happened on the Breakfast Club on today. Right? So y'all go and see part 1 and 2 there this morning. Just as well, I love your commentary. Oh, you love the commentary? Oh, that's something. Nikki said something nice. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, getting a compliment from you or Justin, honey, that's very rare. One must go. That thing about, 2 women. But just you were there first, but not by alone. I mean, you're relatively new your own damn self. Give the woman a chance. Hell, everybody's getting over 100,000. Y'all gonna blow it over bullshit? She ain't over talking you, girl. You telling a woman on live online to shut up, be quiet. What gives you the right, honey? She can't help it because she reads better than you. And some of her comments are more sophisticated than yours. Don't be in competition with her. Just be the best Jess you can be. If they don't, if that's not good enough for them, then it's time for you to walk. Shit. She would be fired. Don't mess around, get your ass fired, child. Singing unless Nick. Okay. Justin said he's communicating with Nikki. They're bonding. They're trauma bonding. Nobody knows what he is singing unless he gets to the hook of the song, aka chorus. Wait a minute. They don't know what I'm singing. Okay. No. Okay. See, here's how it works, Justin. You just said Nikki B. Nobody knows what he is singing. Now, my brain will pick up on the words. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows but Jesus. You see, I mean, that's how it works, honey. You're picking them up out of nowhere. Come on, Nikki, let's start talking about baloney. What about we talking about baloney, child? Have you been looking for any new white baloney since you have lost weight? White bologna? What about white bologna? White bologna. What is white bologna? Oh, you being nasty. Oh, you go. You know, when I first came to YouTube, all the queens got, I ain't saying nobody's a queen, but all these people they were obsessed with what kind of person I had sex with. Now I haven't had sex in damn near 20 years, honey. But they upset. Oh, you like white men? You like? They thought they were really letting me have it, honey. Ooh, I read him. I said, you like white men? No, I don't like your ass, honey. That's what the problem is. Shit. You make my stuff. They really thought they would get me with that one, honey. I don't know what the hell the read was. Oh, look at your statue. It's white. These queens be killing me. And they swear to God that they're the queen of reeds. Lord have mercy. You got to find me a man? I got them need a man blues. Someday he'll come along. The man I love. And he'll be big and strong. The man I love. I'll do my best to make him stay. We'll build a little home just meant for two, from which I'll never roam. That's my sexy voice. I trick them in, they think I'm a bottom, honey. Right? You got to trick them, girl. Anyway, people, let me take the perimeter. We're going to check the perimeter and see what Donald Trump has done, I guess. That's all the news is these days. 4 years of this bullshit. Okay. Where is the P tape? Oh, shit. Okay. You know, I enjoyed this guy, James Carville. He's a Democratic strategist, or also a Democratic commentator. His title is James Carville. Okay. Where there is a P tape. Okay. Remember back, Donald Trump was accused of hiring Russian prostitutes to pee on him. That was part of the first campaign. Okay. We got Armand Wiggins. Okay. So we had basically everybody talking about, but sometimes it's good to get other people's opinions of the story of the day. And so Maybe Breakfast Club anticipated getting a little buzz going. I don't know. Thank y'all for coming in on today. Uncle Tim don't know how to cook in the kitchen, but I guess you know how to cook in the bed. Ooh, I know how to cook. Cook. Let me stop. Just about to get me going, honey. That's the only way to get a man is to start cooking in the kitchen. If you cook in the kitchen, that's how the women catch the men with the good cooking. Oh, I can see how it make a difference. It's wonderful, honey. You come home to a nice hot meal. I can show you in one of the vacuums too, honey. Read my email. Okay, I'll read it, Prima Wanda. How is Armand's hair transplant coming on? That boy, he's exposing his insecurity. Armand Wiggins. First, he showed us his botched chest surgery, and it was a serious thing where he hired somebody to give him I guess they make a chest, and one side slipped down, and his body was fucked up for a long time. He had to go through several people to get it fixed. Apparently, he doesn't like being bald either, so he's getting hair transplants. He's spending his money on his physical appearance. I hate to tell him that's going to change anyway, and he got the teeth was fucked up, so he got new teeth, the big wide smile, right? He's obsessed with clothing. So I don't know if he got a Brazilian booty or not. I don't know, but it seems like I hope he's not going to get a Michael Jackson-itis, honey. Right? When you get obsessed with plastic surgery and altering yourself the easy way, because he has the money to do it, apparently. So now it's a hair transplant. Okay. We'll see. It's so good when you get to a point in your life, honey, where none of that stuff matters anymore. You're not so caught up in your physical appearance. It's a blessing. Justin, you said I gotta let some folks taste my potato salad. Is that a reference to tossing salad? That's enough. That's enough. Later, people.